Joining me now is best-selling author of groundbreaking works including The Strange Death of Europe and The War on the West, Douglas Murray. Douglas, we are smack bang in the middle of Pride Month and not everyone is on board with the boundless celebration of all things LGBTQIA++.
You're taking the wrong flag down, mate.
I don't know that.
At least you know that.
100%.
I have to ask, just how oppressed is this group given the unchecked adulation they seem to receive, including their various flags flying everywhere, and in that clip we just saw replacing the Union Jack?
I know, it's so embarrassing at this point, Rita. It is just so embarrassing, the overdoing of it. You know, I mean, there was a time and a place for Pride. It's just the further away the actual struggle for rights has gone, the further away it has gone in time, the more people are leaning on it and accentuating it and lengthening it and shoving it more and more at people. So we have a whole month apparently now. You know, I was just delighted to hear a member of the British public saying what so many of us think. You know, I mean, we're meant to be united around one flag. There's something very sinister whenever you're sort of force-fed other flags, let alone this monstrosity of a flag that's now known as the Progress Pride flag. I mean, count me out of that for one. And it's just too much. You know, it's too much to see every corporation changing its logos to a rainbow. It's too much to see the American Armed Forces that in recent memory didn't allow gays to serve in the military, now going all rainbow colored. You know, it's just too much. I think it's not going to improve people's views of gay people. It actually is going to worsen them because there's going to be such building resentment at just the overdoing of it all.
One of the issues we touch on this program on a regular basis is the war on women, and we've got another example, and again it's in this arena. This is from Johns Hopkins University, and it's sadly not an isolated example of womanhood being erased. This time it's lesbians who have copped a new woke trans-inclusive definition from Johns Hopkins. In the university's glossary of LGBTQ terms, it identifies gay men as men attracted to men. Yes, that's right. But the definition of a lesbian was a non-man attracted to non-men. I mean, can you think of anything more dehumanising there? The backlash has seen the university remove the online glossary, but this type of broken thinking, Douglas, is far too prevalent in academia.
It's just madness, Rita. They are terrified of using the word woman. Well, we've just got, if that really is a stigma today, let's just break the stigma as often as possible. It is very well known what a woman is. It's one of the first things we knew as a species, what a man is, what a woman is. Until yesterday, people said boy or a girl when somebody had a new child. Nobody said, oh, I think that's a bit early to put labels on them. Everybody knows what a man is. Everyone knows what a woman is. And a tiny number of people don't know what they are. And I see no reason why we have to pretend that we're all stupid because of that tiny number of people. They can go away and work it out for themselves someday. But no, it's always, as you and I have observed before, Rita, it's always the women who end up copping the flack on them. It's men. They don't mind saying man still. That's still allowed. But women, oh, what a terrible thing. And this is what I call the new misogyny. And it is being led, again, by people who think they are super tolerant and they are so intolerant and they are so ignorant. And, you know, I just, as I've said to you before, Rita, I just pity the waste of time. You know, in the UK, there is a charity that works for women with cervical cancer that says that 40% of women in Britain don't know what the cervix is. Okay, we could have a public relations campaign to save the lives of women who would be more aware of what the cervix is and what the signs are of cervical cancer. That would be a very good use of time. I wish that we would be spending our time on things like that rather than pretending that cervix is an invention of bigots or something. You know, we've had enough of these people. I want these people to go away and shut up. We've just had enough of them. They're too stupid to speak, and they are far too stupid to detain our time for much longer.